spiders. I hate them. I just want to lock them up in a cage and watch them starve. And don't starve. So let's learn how. But why a spider farm? For their useful drops, such as monster meat. Monster meat is very versatile, as it can be used as a meat value in the crockpot and fed to a bird to make eggs, add a vegetable and a filler, and guess what you get? That's right, pierogies. Also, silk is used for many useful crafting recipes, which they also drop, along with spider glands, which you can use for some recipes like telltale hearts to revive your noob friends, or use them to heal if you're playing a character like Wormwood. Now that we know why we want to build a spider farm, let's find out how to build a spider farm. Today, I'm going to present to you multiple spider farms, each being more relevant to you depending on the age of your world, your experience level, and how many resources you want to get out of the farm. And I have made some handy dandy charts to rank every single spider farm, and at the end of the video, we will make one big chart to compare each spider farm to each other. For all farms, you will need spider eggs so that you can place spiders wherever you want, which means you need to wait for a level 3 spider nest to be in your world so that you can destroy it for the eggs. If you have a Webber, he can upgrade a nest with silk to level 3 before destroying it to get the eggs, but if you have no Webber, then you'll have to wait until about day 17 before spider nests start leveling up to level 3. Or you can just build your spider farm around an existing nest. We're gonna start with the most beginner-friendly spider farm. This first setup requires spider eggs, twigs, and grass, and that's it. Find somewhere about one screen away from your base and place your spider eggs. Surround the spider eggs with traps, and then whenever a spider comes out of the nest, they'll walk probably into the trap and be contained within the trap. Now, I understand you might feel like this setup is too simple and requires a lot of upkeep with the traps, but allow me to explain, as this setup is quite effective for how cheap it is. First improvement, if you place the spider eggs on the corner of land like here, the spiders can only go in one direction. This is where you place at least 4 traps to catch them. On an average autumn evening and night, which lasts 4 minutes, this method will catch 4 spiders from a level 1 nest per day. And of course, once the traps have caught a spider, you'll need to empty the trap for them to be able to catch another spider. This is where I would recommend putting down 12 traps like this for a level 1 nest. This means you only need to empty the traps once every 3 days. But Jakey, won't the spiders die in the traps? Well, yes, but actually no. Spiders take 5 days to starve while in a trap, but when you take them out of the trap, they will always be fresh. So they'll last another 4 days in your inventory. And once they die in your inventory, the monster meat they drop takes 6 days to spoil without refrigeration. Meaning you can catch a spider on day 5 and use that spider's monster meat 15 days later on day 20 if you time everything right. This is all to say, for every day you want to not have to check the farm, you need to add 4 traps to the setup. Also, you need to build this farm somewhat close to your base because otherwise it won't run off screen, meaning it needs to be loaded, as in you need to be close by. This farm is automatic and very cheap to build, with a cost to build rating of 1 out of 5, but with a very small daily spider kill count of only 4. Sometimes you can get 5 per day during winter and spring, since the evening and night is longer. And the farm requires less than like 30 seconds per day to operate. Now maybe you want a fully automated spider farm, in which case this is the farm for you. But not only does it require spider eggs, it also requires you to go into the caves to break some Bunnyman houses to bring it back to the surface with you, because we're going to be making the fully automatic bunny spider farm. Now the setup for this farm is rather simple, but it does have a few small details and nuances which trip people up, causing their designs to fail. We'll cover the basic design of the farm, then cover all of these small details. You're going to need a 5x5 area decorated however you please, then place at least 6 Bunnyman houses. I have opted to place 7 in this design, centered on the outer radius tiles. After that, we need to contain the creatures within the farm, so we're going to place down fences and or walls, whichever you prefer, 1 wall unit outside of the 5x5 area, along with 2 gates so we can go in and out of the farm. And lastly, place down the spider eggs in the center of the farm. Feel free to pause the video here to check out the build with the geometric tiles showing. Alrighty, you've had your few seconds, now on to operating the farm. The farm operates during the evening time. Both the bunnymen and spiders will come out and start fighting each other. The bunnymen will always win since there are at least 6 of them, even against a level 3 spider nest. That's the simple part. Now we're going to talk about the problems with this farm and how to fix them. The biggest problem I see people have with this farm is spider queens. Eventually, a level 3 nest will transform into a spider queen when the player is nearby. But if there is just a spider queen, the bunnymen can take it out no problemo. The problem arises when the player approaches the farm during early daytime when all the bunnymen are inside their houses, which causes the spider queen to spawn, and the spider queen begins spawning a horde of spiders around her until the point when the bunny come out to fight in the evening. They're not only fighting the spider queen, but the horde of spiders that she spawned during the daytime. So they'll lose the fight, and then spiders from the spider nest will begin vandalizing your fences. So how do we fix this? Well, firstly, don't go near spider farm during the daytime while there's an old level 3 nest in it. This way a spider queen won't spawn. Or second fix, as soon as the nest becomes level 3, destroy it and replant it. This way a spider queen can never spawn since it will not get old enough, but you will lose out on some spider drops since level 3 nests house the most spiders, being 10. The third fix for this is my preference, which is to force the Bunnymen to stay outside during the daytime to fight a spider queen when it spawns. Make 1 or 2 bait pens like you can see here, with powder cakes inside them. This way when morning comes, the bunnies will try to get the powder cake rather than going home. So now if a spider queen spawns during the day, the bunnies will already be outside and they'll attack her immediately. Using this third fix, you will need to pick up the powder cakes to make the bunnies go home before looting the monster meat, otherwise the Bunnymen will attack you. Once you've looted the drops, go ahead and put the powder cakes back. This farm is fully automatic and the loot will build up every single day. The only downside is the monster meat is left on the floor, so if you want the monster meat, you need to loot the farm every day or two. Also be aware, this farm could lag your world if you leave it running for hundreds of days like I did in one of my mega base worlds. With 1 level 3 nest, you'll get 10 spider kills straight away, with about 3 more spider kills until morning due to respawning, giving a total of 13 passive spider kills per day. You could also build a bigger version of this farm with more Bunnymen so that they can handle 2 level 3 nests. With that being said, let's look at the charts assuming that you have 1 level 3 nest in the farm. The cost to build rating is going to be a 3 out of 5 as you do need Bunnyman houses and a lot of twigs and grass to build the fences around the farm, along with a small amount of wood for turf and gates. Spider kills per day though is about 13 with an operation time of 0 per day from the player, until of course you want to go and pick up all the drops. These Catapult spider farm variations are not automatic, but they generate a ton of resources when you do turn them on. We'll start with the most complicated version. This version of Catapult farm requires you to unlock docks from the monkey island first by giving bananas to the monkey queen, and once you have this, you should build a dock that looks something like this. The shape, it looks like a peanut. Next, you want to place a line of statues to prevent spiders from getting to your catapults. Now, because I like things to look neat, I'll put a line of grass walls before crafting the line of statues. This way, I can walk between 2 grass walls and equip a body armor piece to drop the statue exactly between the 2 walls, and repeat for the whole line. Next, we'll need help from a Winona main to build some of her character exclusive structures. Then place a generator or generator with 5 catapults surrounding it. Next, plant as many spider nests as you want, but make sure you plant them a tile outside of the catapult's range, otherwise the catapults may accidentally destroy them. To get access between the spiders and the catapult, simply place a boat and row to and from, but be careful, spiders will jump on the boat if you leave it too close to the area. To run the farm, wait for evening so the spiders come out, fuel the generator and have a ranged weapon like an ice staff to attack a spider. This will cause all your catapults to attack the spiders, which will cause more spiders to try to attack the catapults, which will cause the catapults to attack them, and the cycle continues until all the spiders have perished, at which point you're gonna row your boat over to the spiders and grab all the drops. You're probably gonna also want to wear some armor because some spiders might respawn while you're looting all of the drops. While the farm is operating, some spiders might eat some of the monster meat, but it doesn't matter too much since you're killing so many spiders, you'll still have lots of monster meat left over. You can run the spider farm once per day for maximum amount of drops, as it can take up to a day for the nests to fully respawn all of their spiders. The cost to build this catapult farm is a for sure 5 out of 5 since you need rock, silk, twigs and gold for catapults and generators, getting materials for the docks which are hard to farm, and building a bunch of statues, but this high cost is massively rewarding because running the farm will net you 200 spider kills, assuming you use 20 level 3 spider nests, and this only takes an operation time of 3 minutes per day. Bonus clip, can the catapult farm take on a bunch of spider queens, 20 to be exact? Yes. So eventually your level 3 spider nests will evolve into spider queens, unless of course you make them friendly by using Weber's friendly kit, or you just destroy the nests before they turn into spider queens. Now when this happens, it is a little bit messy. The spider queens will eventually die to the catapults, but because there are so many spiders, some spiders will be pushed into the ocean, which will cause them to spawn right next to you. So you're going to need armor and a weapon to take them out. But otherwise, yes, you can kill all the spider queens. Catapult variation number 2. This catapult variation does not require docks and is also kind of versatile. And that's because you're going to be building your catapults on a boat, planting your spiders on the land and firing upon the spiders from the sea like a true pirate. This also means that you don't need to build a statue wall, as the land is acting as a natural wall blocking the spiders. And that's kind of it. Plant the spider eggs on a bit of land where you don't mind it crawling with spiders. Make a catapult boat and get firing by attacking a spider with an ice staff. Make sure to not row too close to the spider's shore, as they'll board your boat and ruin your day. This setup is versatile, as you can row this catapult boat anywhere on the ocean to attack anything you need. Like deerclops causing you troubles in winter? Catapult boat. Too many moose goose babies? Catapult boat. Bunnymen betray you? Catapult boat. Your wife leaves you? Catapult boat. Wait, what? So that's the catapult variation number 2. This variation of the catapult farm costs a lot less than the other variation, since all you need is a boat, catapults generator, and spider nests, no docks or statues. So a cost to build rating of 4 out of 5, with the same amount of spider kills per day being 200, while using 20 level 3 nests. But this farm is a bit more finicky to use than the other variation, and so the operating time is 4 minutes rather than 3 minutes. There is one more sacred method, and it might be the simplest but most effective method for defeating hordes of spiders, but to find it, we'll have to travel deep into the night. Oh, it's so dark. Is there anybody out there? Oh, what was that noise? Oh, there's nothing. Oh! Wendy. Wendy houses a great power, being Abigail, in that Abigail can take out a whole horde of spiders all by herself and requires no setup other than the spiders. You can also bring a shield potion or healing potion for Abigail if she is dealing with a truly massive horde of spiders. Simply make an area crawling with spiders, and whenever you need spider materials, run on over to the area and put the spiders into the Abigail blender by turning Abigail to kill mode. Easy. As a reference, a level 3 Abigail can take out 20 level 3 spider nests in the evening time with no potions. But if you're running a level 2 Abigail, you'll probably have to give her a shield potion, and a level 1 Abigail will not be able to defeat all of those nests with a shield potion since her health is not high enough. And that's it. So here are the charts comparing all of the farms now. So let's look at the cost to build all of the farms. As you can see, Abigail's the cheapest. The trap spider farm is also very cheap, and the others not so cheap. But then we move on to operation time. As you can see, the expensive farms have a lot of operation time, which is not good. But then this is where the real meat is shown, because as you can see, all of the high operation, high cost spider farms have massive spider kills per day of 200 if you use 20 level 3 nests, while the bunny spider farm with 1 level 3 nest, although it's automatic, only gets 13 kills per day. And Abigail again can also do 200 kills per day with 20 level 3 nests. And then here's a chart which just basically puts all of the data into one chart, so you can directly compare each attribute of every farm with a little table below so you can tell what's what. Wow, very cool. So as you can see, basically Abigail wins. Now I personally would probably just build the bunny spider farm with 1 level 3 nest, unless you've got a lot of players, so like you need a lot of resources like really fast, then you could use Abigail or a catapult farm. I think that's fine. But if you're playing just by yourself, one of the automatic farms will probably be good enough just for you. There are plenty of other spider farms, but I wanted to show the most effective ones in this video. But if I missed a spider farm that you can think of, leave it in the comments so other people can learn about it. And for a very simple honorable mention, we will mention the fact that Weber can cause spiders to just attack each other. With the cost of 1 monster meat, you can command one spider to attack another, and then the spiders just keep attacking each other. The thing is, Abigail does it faster, and Weber's spider wars can go on for like days depending on the amount of spiders. But hey, if you want to learn more about Weber and his spider farms, go watch my Weber all boss video, because that explains it pretty well. Anyway, the Wilson rework is coming out today as of recording this video, or as of recording this little outro segment, so I'm gonna go get started on that. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe and like if any of the farms helped. Hell yeah, brother. Alright, bye.